Hi guys, it's Nick. Okay, quick video today. I just wanted to give you a bit of an update on where we are with the shop. Most of you who follow me and watch my videos will know that we are in the process of acquiring a lease for a shop in town in Hitchin, here where I live, and we intend to expand Andrea's side of the business, of our reselling business, onto the high street. My wife Andrea runs a clothing reselling business, and she specialises in children's clothing, and we buy direct from the public, and we have a big customer base of people that bring to us, and there's huge demand for it, and we are taking the plunge and taking that business model to the high street. I can say that we finally have a lease. Everything has been agreed. All the terms that we were negotiating have been agreed upon. We have this counterpart lease here, which we are now ready to sign, and yeah, it's all go now, really. We managed to negotiate fairly good terms on the lease. We tried to get the rental value of the property down. You'll be able to see on here actually the basic terms of the lease are there. We are paying £16,500 per annum on the unit, which might sound like an awful lot of money, but it's actually not too bad. It's less money, less rent than the shop we had going back 3 or 4 years ago, when we had the gaming shop. It's slightly smaller than that one. It's on the same road actually. It's just over the other side of the road from where we were. It's slightly smaller, but it has a lot of office space out the back, which is fantastic for us, because we're going to run the internet side of the business, the clothing business, from the unit as well. Yeah, we did try and get the £16,500 per year down, but the landlord wouldn't budge on that at all. But we did manage to negotiate. They wanted a quarter yearly rent deposit, if you like, so a quarter of that figure. So it's just over £4,000 they wanted as a holding deposit, and we argued that we weren't really prepared to just have £4,000 sat in their bank account, because we've used them before. They know that we are reliable. We never missed a rent payment. We were with the same landlord for 8 years. And we were perfect tenants. We never, like I say, missed any payments, etc. So, and we left both units we had from them in way better condition than we took them on. And the rent deposits are basically to cover the landlord in case we do a moonlight flit and disappear, or we wreck the place and trash it and leave. You know, they want a deposit to hold in case they need to recoup money in some way. So we negotiated that £4,000 deposit down to zero, which was fantastic. That's made our initial setup costs way less, much more affordable. We also managed to get 2 break clauses written into the lease. We're taking the unit on for 8 years, but we have a break clause written in at 2 years, which means we can end the lease at that point if we so choose, with 6 months notice. And another break clause at 4 years, so if we decide to carry on after 2, we can still break the lease at 4. So that gives us options, and if the whole thing doesn't work out, if there isn't the money in it that we expect, if we can't get the turnover and the profits that we need to make it a viable business, we can leave at the 2nd year and the 4th year. And we also asked for a rent-free period. The unit is not in terrible condition, but it needs a lot of work, and I reckon it needs about a month's work to get it up to a standard and to build all the racking, get everything set up to open. So we cheekily asked for 2 months rent-free to get everything done, thinking they would come back and say, well, we'll give you a month, which is what we had when we rented from them before. But they just agreed straight away to 2 months, so that's fantastic. So we've got 2 months rent-free. I'm hoping to get all the work done in 1 month, and then just have a month rent-free once we open. So yeah, So it's all happening, it's all very real now and very serious, and the date that we're looking at, if everything goes through in time, on the lease is 25th of March. So only a matter of a few weeks away. And yeah, we just have so much to do now. It's kind of daunting at the moment. We're at that point where we have a list of jobs as long as your arm, most of which involve a lot of money or a lot of complicated things, and it's just, I've got so much on. But yeah, we're really excited. We just want to get on with it now, and get in there and make our vision a reality. Really, that's what it's all about. I mean, what we want to create, if you've not seen the video I did where we talked about what we want to do, we want to create a place on the high street where you can go and buy top quality second-hand children's clothing. We want to have an absolutely huge range, a whole different range of ages, and like I say, the emphasis is going to be on quality. We want this to be a place as far removed from a charity shop as you can imagine. It's going to look professional. It's going to be a place you would want to come back to. It's going to be well lit, well racked. The product range is going to be huge, and the quality of the clothing is going to be pretty much what you would find if you went into Next, M&S, New Look, wherever it is. We will only be buying and selling stuff that is like new, basically. And on top of all of that, we will offer that our customers can bring in their like new, lightly used, or however you want to describe it, clothing, and they can use that as currency in our shop. Essentially, we will value their items and they can take that credit off any of the range of clothing that we offer. If they don't want to trade them in, we will also offer a cash value at a lower percentage. Yeah, so that's the vision. It's just making it happen now. So yeah, and retail is, I've said this before, we are well aware of the overheads involved, as I've just shown you. And remember, on top of that 16,500 a year, we've got to add rates, which are what we have to pay. Essentially, it's like a business council tax. We have to pay business rates. As a small business, we will get small business rate relief. I think we should be able to get 50% off our rate bill. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be, but it'll still be 4 or 5 grand a year. Plus, we'll have all of the amenities. We'll have our phone, internet, electricity, insurance. So we're probably looking at an annual bill of between £20,000 and £25,000 before we pay ourselves a penny. We're going to have to cover that out of our profits. So yeah, we are well aware of the huge scale of the kind of gamble we're taking. And if we can't get the amount of trade, the amount of turnover we hope for, we will be out of there within 2 years. We will pack it up and move on and come back to doing what we do now, I would imagine. But the thing is with retail, if you get it right, if you get the formula right, if you manage to attract enough trade and get enough business, there is so much money to be made in retail. That's where we made all of our money. That's how we set ourselves up and bought our house, etc. Was on the back of the shop we had before. And who knows? It's yeah, your guess is as good as mine as to whether we can pull this off and make it work. But we have everything in place now. We have the well, we have several names still in in contention for what we're going to call the business. Currently, Andrea's side of the business is called the Pre-Loved Clothing Co. or Pre-Loved Clothing Company, even though we're not a company technically. But we're thinking of having a more of a brand name, and we have several in the offing, which I'm not going to go into right now. Actually, I will. For a while we were going to call it Thrifty Kids, and then with a subheading, the Pre-Loved Clothing Co. But we got to the point where we were trying to find fonts and come up with logos and stuff, and then we just decided it looked awful, that as a name. And so we've now gone for something which is just pretty random, and we've chosen a pair of names, a girl's name and a boy's name, just as a random name for the shop. And what we're going with currently, that we've still got time to change this, is Ollie and Molly as the shop name. So it'll be Ollie and Molly, the Pre-Loved Clothing Co. So, well, that's the current idea. Like I say, this has changed several times over the last few weeks. So yeah, let me know what you think about names, and yeah, I'll be interested to see your feedback on that. And that's it really. I just thought I'd do a quick update, let you know that the shop is happening. We're just about to complete the lease, and then we will hopefully, if everything goes to plan, get the keys on the 25th, and at that point I can I can make a video to show you the shop and the task we have ahead of turning that round and getting that set up ready to open. So yeah, exciting times. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now.